All right, what's going on, everybody? This your boy Hood, man. I'm gonna hit y'all up with some great information and news that's going on in the world. Today, I want to talk about Elon Musk and Donald Trump. And some people might rock with my opinion, some people might not. But here we go. I'm gonna hit y'all with it. We seen Donald Trump and Elon Musk have a little meeting in the Oval Office, and for this particular segment of that meeting, Donald Trump let Elon Musk talk. And Elon Musk basically broke down a lot of parts about America where he and Trump believes that it's been like a lot of overuse and abuse. And basically that white people were able to pay each other by using the government. And we all knew that this was happening. We all knew that this was a part of American structure, but it's kind of foul to see it happening when it's poverty in the neighbors, it's poverty in the city, people broke as fuck, don't have this, don't have that. And then you see these people just collecting money. Like, for instance, one of the cases he was saying, Elon Musk mentioned about, is getting Social Security when a person is on record being 150 years old, but they still receiving a check. And then you got people who have been, like for instance, they said the U.S. Treasury Department, they've been giving out all these checks to people and paying all these people and businesses that they shouldn't be giving the money to because they got what's called a no payment list. But if you want a no payment list, you still get a check. So it's a lot of this stuff where it's like, not right. You know what I'm saying? And it's just really foul and backstabby and just really wicked. And they able to continue to do this for decades. But Trump is bringing a big highlight on this because they already know that this happens. He white. He understands that this is how the game go. But the thing is that they played him and gave him 43 felonies. So he's like, okay, so that's what y'all want to do. Then I'm gonna basically unveil everything that y'all got going on, and all that little snake under the cut stuff that y'all do to make money and keep it just between y'all. Then I'm gonna go ahead and say something about that. And now, with y'all want to have me locked up, now we're gonna start pressing charges and confirming that y'all going to jail because these people have what's called government jobs. So government jobs have a set price that they're paid. It's just that, it's like this is what you get. But like Trump and them said, a lot of these people millionaires. So then the question becomes, how the hell did you become a millionaire? Like Elon Musk was saying, are you like a great investor or something like that? Should we take advice from you from investment? Because this is just a government job, which means you cannot be a millionaire because we don't pay you enough money for you to be a millionaire. But obviously, the situation is that they're doing what's called kickback. So it's like if I send you a check for 20 years, even though you know you're not supposed to be getting it, you just keep kicking me back a fee off that particular check forevermore. You get it, you give me my cut, you keep the rest, and everybody keep moving. And this is how they was running the government. And Trump and them said it's billions of dollars that's been doing this, where they've been using to do this. Now imagine a country where everybody broke. Imagine a country where people ain't got no money. Imagine a country where they letting all these foreigners come into the town and they get the benefits. I just saw a story about a black woman who her child froze to death. Two of her kids froze to death because they were sleeping in the car, and they was trying to, we're gonna lock her up, put her in jail for this. But when you actually got a chance to hear her story, she was like, I had reached out to all kind of governmental offices and shit like that, trying to see if I could get help, places to go. She got confirmation. She said, I called out of state, I called in the state. She got her phone records to show that she was reaching out to everybody for help. But her being a black woman, they looking at her like, no, this money is for them immigrants. You see them immigrant women standing on the street with their babies, get out of here. We ain't finna help you. And they had a benign neglect aspect when it came to black folks and wasn't finna give black people nothing. And now they finally trying to move these people out the country and go, but they still ain't giving black people no help or say the benefits that they just utilize. We're gonna make sure we give it to the homeless in America. They just stop the benefits. That's it. Don't nobody get nothing. We kicking these people out the country, and that's it. So basically, your poverty or your struggle is going to continue because the government ain't to help you. They don't even have a system that you can call. Where's the place that you can call? We at least know in the immigration side that they got the immigration office. They got the immigration people. Aliens can call them if they want to. They don't have to. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe they feel like it's going to be something that they're trying to do to take them out. But at the end of the day, it's an option. It's available. But where do the black people call? That's what Trump and them said. We closing bureaucracy down too. So all these offices, Social Security offices, this office, the FEMA office, all these offices that all these people work at, and then if I basically it's bureaucracy running the country is what they said. So basically, this office in this bureau and this FBI company and these CIA agent people and this over here, all these people make their own decisions inside these offices and inside these corporations and inside these divisions in America. But they're saying no. I'm the president. That's the senator. That's the House Representative people. We're going to be the ones who make final decisions, and everything going to come through us because we run the country. We're not just going to let y'all build all these little bureaucracy offices and these places that if I want to do something, now all of a sudden it's gotten you risen in that particular office risen, and now they want to be like, you can't do this. It's illegal for you to do this. I'm the president. What the hell you talk? Why I got to talk to you? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? So that's what making them say, well, we're going to have to check into you because if the people elected me to be the president, then they elected me to make decisions. I don't have to double check with you. I don't have to run it through you. The checks and balances don't go through a bureaucracy. Like Elon Musk was saying, it's like a fourth branch of the government. These bureaus, like all of these companies and country, not companies, but it's basically companies and organizations that they got people working at, but the government pays them. Like their companies, these are government workers. The FBI, the whoever these officers is, like USAID, the ambassadors, whoever they basically work for America, but they benefiting off of America. But then when they want to do something in the office, like on the side of being a branch, like the executive branch, they got to go all these people coming at them saying, no, let's go to the judicial branch and stop it. So they don't have any basic control of America because everything has already been set up ahead of time that you have to check with these offices and divisions in order for you to make decisions. So they said no. I'm the president. I ain't asking nobody nothing. That's what old boy and them did who was in here before me. But you chose me to be in here. And everybody got a company, everybody got a corporation. Let me figure out who you are, what you do, what's your significance for being a part of this. They even said that the Social Security money that they got is in a vault that's all the way down to some kind of hole that they got to take it down and it's manually written. It's like, what? And then it goes in the bottom, and then when it's time for it to come back up, they use some kind of elevator machine, and it brings it back up, and however many can fit on top of that little lift, then that's how many people can retire in America, particularly that year. All that shit sounds like some shit out of a TV show or movie. So he was like, it's made in 1955. Elon Musk was saying it was made in 1955. We don't know if this stuff is true. We haven't seen it, but he's in the Oval Office claiming it, so it's got to be true. And there's some people who do know that this is correct. And he said it's almost 1,000 people that work at this particular place. He said you need 1,000 people to work at a place that's an office thing that was built in 1955. Why would you need 1,000 people to work at this particular location? When you know those 1,000 people are going to be white folks. You know there's going to be in some section of America that you never heard of, like Deer Basket, Connecticut or something like that. You like, damn, I never even heard of this place. But it's a place on Earth, and that's where they make this stuff at or do this work at. And it's not for you to make money from or none of that. And they were saying if we can get some of this money back from them, just stealing money from the government and get this money, then the idea is that they'll be able to bring down prices on our stuff, like our monthly payments for your gas or for your car note or for your rent. And so that's insignificant because America needs to benefit. And that's why I agree with them. It's not just a benefit for the people who got people on the inside at the companies or in the government. You're like, it's to benefit every American. We all voted and we all have a voice. So why is it only if my friend work at the government that I get a check for 20 years? Like he said, one person had a government contract for 3 months and then it lasted a 20-year check after the contract ended. What the fuck? So basically, they bit the hand of the guy who is going to basically come after them. And there's no way to stop it because he's in charge. And then all this stuff has been locked and loaded for so long. But they got some judge that's trying to put injunctions in there to stop Trump from having this access. And that's crazy. Because like Trump said, why would you try to stop me? You know damn well that this shit is corrupt. And if I found some shit that's corrupt, you should be wanting me to continue to do this and stop all this corruption if you're the judge. But you know, these people are paid people and they behind the scenes be having allegiances and connections. And so they want to make the missions that they have to do. Even if Trump put him in office, he still got his people in his little circle that's going to be like, don't let him do this to you, John. Don't let this. You're a judge. You can't let this happen. And so it brings up this crap. So that's what's been going on with that, particular situation. And in a lot of ways, I am happy that Trump is doing that because why are these only ones that get to make money decades. You know, some of us can't even pay our bills every month, and then we got these other folks that just got to sit around for a check coming from the government, and we ain't gonna get none of that money. We don't get a cut. We don't get nothing. We just sit back and be like, "Oh, thank you for being rich," and I'm not. And that's why they saying no. And then he just could just be bluffing them. He could be bluffing them and being like, "Nah, I'm just saying that stuff, but I would never do that." We don't know. But at the end of the day, him even calling it out is a problem. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how all of this play out in a minute, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Is Trump and them trying to take over the government? Is all this stuff needed? Do we need to get that money back? Are they filed for stealing money from us? What's going on? We taxpayers need to be paying for all this kind of crap? Let me know what y'all think. Thanks for listening and like and subscribe.